Imagine you are sitting in your living room, drinking coffee. Looking out the window, the sky seems a little too red today. But this is not a beautiful sunset. It is the color of hell. Just a few miles away, a monster is approaching. It has no arms, no legs, but it knows how to swallow everything. We call it a wildfire. But this is not just a fire, it is nature's revenge, a force powerful enough to turn an entire city into ashes in just a few seconds.
Have you ever wondered how a small matchstick or a single lightning bolt can turn thousands of acres of forest into a volcano? Why are we still helpless in the face of these fires, despite all our modern technology? Today, we will uncover the science behind these deadly wildfires and the human mistakes that are turning the world we know into a crematorium in just an instant. Welcome to the face of the most destructive force on Earth.
What is the difference between a normal fire and a wildfire? A fire in your kitchen can be put out, but a wildfire is a living monster. It feeds on oxygen from the air and uses dry plants as fuel until the fire becomes so powerful that it creates its own atmosphere. Scientists call this phenomenon a firestorm. When this fire starts to spread, it travels at speeds of over 20 miles per hour. The temperature of its flames reaches over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is enough to melt iron. But the most terrifying thing is that this fire attacks not only on the ground, but also from the sky. The whirlwind created by the intensity of the fire carries burning coals and ash for miles. As a result, fires can suddenly break out even where you think you are safe. This is not an ordinary disaster, it is a chain reaction. If you look at the map, you will see that the entire western region of America is now like a hot frying pan. From California to Texas, everything is now in the line of fire. However, the danger is no longer confined to deep forests. People are now building homes right on the edge of the forests in what is called the wildland-urban interface. There was a time when fire season meant specific months of the year, but now the situation is such that fire no longer follows the calendar. Scientists say there is no longer a season, it is now a fire year.
The biggest question is, why? Statistics tell a terrifying truth. 85% of wildfires in America are started by humans. A discarded lit cigarette, an improperly extinguished campfire on the edge of the forest, or even just a car exhaust. These are enough to start a firestorm.
But the fire is not just about starting. Why is it becoming a monster? Scientists call it the perfect storm. The world is much hotter than before due to climate change. The moisture in the soil is drying up, and the plants are becoming like dry gunpowder. Where before snowfall soaked the forests in winter, now the ice is melting prematurely. As a result, the dead branches accumulated in the forest are becoming fuel more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. Against this festival of destruction, modern technology has not given up. Giant supertanker aircraft are now being used to drop thousands of gallons of fire-retardant chemicals from the sky. Satellite data and AI are employed to predict the fire's path. Yet, in the face of nature's frantic pace, technology often feels like a mere toy. Still,
At the forefront of this battle are the firefighters known as Hotshots. When everyone else runs away from the fire, they charge into it to save lives and dreams.
But the strangest thing is nature's ability to heal itself. Did you know that there are some plants whose seeds need the intense heat of fire to germinate? This is called serotony. That is, green life peeps out again one day through this black sheet of destruction. Fires can burn down houses, but they cannot burn out the ability of people to fight. At the end of the day, this story is not just about fire. This story is about us, the indomitable determination of humans to survive, and the mystery of nature's strange rebirth.